Marsha family story. My son texted me on his Harvard graduation day. Not congratulations. Not thank you for the sacrifices. He texted, "Don't tell anyone you're my mother." Then he blocked me. That was the moment I knew. I'd raised someone who was ashamed of where he came from, but months later he called. Crying. Desperate. 30 missed calls in one night. Because that's the thing about family, when everything falls apart, they always come back to the people who raised them. My husband Robert and I worked 3 jobs each to put our son Christopher through Harvard. I cleaned offices at night. Robert drove trucks on weekends. We saved every penny for 4 years. Graduation day in Cambridge. We're on the Greyhound bus cooler packed with his favorite sandwiches. Then my phone buzzes. Unknown number. "You shouldn't come. Christopher's embarrassed by you people." I call back. Blocked. Robert tries his phone. Same thing, but we went anyway. Paid for those bus tickets with our last $100. We found him in the crowd. Cap and gown, big smile, posing with this blonde girl in designer clothes. He saw us across the courtyard, made eye contact, then turned his back and walked away. The girl approached us. Perfect teeth, perfect everything. "Hi, I'm Victoria, Christopher's fiancée. He'll be moving to my family's estate in Martha's Vineyard after the wedding. We think it's best if he starts fresh." "You understand?" She said it like she was doing us a favor. Christopher appeared behind her. Wouldn't look us in the eye. "If you can't support this, don't come to the wedding," he said. "We're building something bigger than where I came from." Robert's hand shook. "Son, we mortgaged our house for your education." 3 weeks later, we saw the wedding photos on Facebook before he blocked us there too. Massive estate. Ice sculptures. Orchestra. Everything we could never afford. No phone call, no invitation, no acknowledgement we even existed. Christmas morning, our neighbor Susan knocked on our door. "Christopher's on my phone, says yours are disconnected." I knew what that meant. He'd kept Susan's number as backup. "Mom." His voice was different. Shaky. "Victoria had the baby. Sophia won't stop crying. Can you come to Martha's Vineyard? Victoria's struggling." My heart stopped. A granddaughter I'd never met. "You coming to get us?" I asked. Silence. Then Victoria's voice. "Margaret, I'll arrange a car service. Christopher can't leave work right now." Their mansion was cold, not temperature-wise, emotionally. Victoria met me at the door in silk pajamas and diamond earrings. "Oh, that's what you're wearing. No hello, no thank you for dropping everything, just judgment." The baby was screaming from upstairs, had been, Victoria said, for hours. "I ordered groceries online," she announced. "There's a list on the counter. I need organic chicken soup, the good kind." She disappeared upstairs. Door slam. I climbed the marble staircase. Found Sophia in a designer nursery, red-faced and sobbing. Her diaper was soaked through. Had been for hours. "Victoria," I called. "Where are the diapers?" "Figure it out," came the muffled reply. I searched everywhere. Finally found them in a closet, still in delivery boxes. Unopened. This was her first child. She'd never changed a diaper. I cleaned Sophia up, but she kept crying. Hungry. I went to make formula, but Victoria appeared, snatched the bottle away. "What brand is this? I've never heard of it." "Are you trying to poison her?" She poured the entire bottle down the marble sink. "Then you feed her," I said. Victoria recoiled. "She smells, and I'm exhausted." By day 3, Sophia was barely responsive. Burning fever. Rash covering her tiny body. "We need a doctor," I told Victoria. "She's fine. Babies cry." Christopher walked in from work. $1,000 suit, golf tan. "Mom, stop being dramatic. Victoria knows what she's doing." I exploded. Your daughter has a 103-degree fever and a rash. Look at her. At the emergency room, the pediatrician was horrified. This baby is severely dehydrated. How long has she been like this? 3 days? I whispered. The doctor stared at Victoria and Christopher. Where were you? We stayed all night. Sophia finally stabilized. When I woke up at dawn, I was alone with her in the hospital room. Text from Christopher. Victoria can't sleep in hospitals. We went home. Pick you up later. Victoria arrived at the hospital looking like she'd been at a spa. Sorry, Margaret. Overslept. Back at the house, she handed me a note. Christopher's handwriting. In the Hamptons for the weekend. Sophia's formula is on the counter. Thanks, Mom. They'd left me alone with a sick baby and gone to their summer house. I called Robert. Come get us now. When Christopher and Victoria returned Sunday night, tanned and relaxed, Robert was waiting. You abandoned your sick daughter, he said quietly. Christopher squared his shoulders. We needed a break. That's what grandparents are for. Robert and I made a decision. We spent 2 weeks training them like children. Victoria learned to change diapers, cried every time. Christopher learned to make formula, complained constantly. We supervised every feeding, every bath, every diaper change. Then we packed our bags. We're going home, I announced. Christopher panicked. You can't leave us with a baby. She's your baby, Robert said. Figure it out. We left legal papers on their marble counter. Termination of inheritance rights. Revocation of emergency contacts. Back in Detroit, Robert's army buddy passed away. Heart attack at 55. Left behind his 8-year-old daughter, Amanda. Her mother was remarrying, didn't want her. We'll take her, I told Robert. Amanda arrived with a garbage bag of clothes and eyes that had seen too much. First thing she said, "Thank you, Mama Margaret. Thank you, Papa Robert." She wasn't born from my body, but she crawled into my heart immediately. Amanda grew up grateful, hard-working, kind, high school valedictorian. Full scholarship to University of Michigan. When she got her first job, she handed me her first paycheck. Mom, you gave me a real family. I'll never forget that. Last year, my phone rang at midnight. Blocked number. Mom, Christopher's voice broken. Victoria left me, took Sophia. I don't know what to do. I listened. He cried. Told me about the divorce, the custody battle, how lonely he was in that big empty house. I was wrong, he whispered. About everything, about you and Dad, about what matters. I know, I said gently. Can I come home? I looked at Robert sleeping peacefully. At Amanda's graduation photo on the nightstand. At the life we'd built after letting go. Christopher, you'll always be my son. But home isn't a place you come back to when everything else falls apart. It's where you choose to belong every single day. He was quiet for a long time. I understand, he finally said. Amanda graduated magna cum laude last month. Business degree job, lined up at a Fortune 500 company in Cleveland. Close enough to visit every Sunday. At the graduation ceremony, she found us in the crowd and waved. Big smile tears in her eyes. She wasn't ashamed of us. She was proud. Thank you, she mouthed across the auditorium. Robert squeezed my hand. That's our girl. Some children are born into your family, others choose you. Amanda chose us and we chose her back. Christopher was born from my body, but he spent years running from everything that made him who he was. Amanda wasn't born from me, but she led us back to what family really means. Love isn't about blood or DNA or how much money you spend on someone's education. Love is about showing up, every day, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. And sometimes the greatest act of love is knowing when to let go. If this story resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you. Email us your own family stories. The messy ones. the beautiful ones, the ones that changed everything. Because every family has a story worth telling. Until next time, remember you can't choose your blood relatives, but you can choose your family.